Let's begin our second mindfulness practice, this time with our favorite snack. Whatever we choose, let's make sure we have four bite sized portions ready in front of us. We're going to move intentionally, step by step, from looking at the snack all the way to swallowing it. Again, we'll rate our experiences during each step with the food enjoyment scale. Remember, 1 means this is the worst food experience I've ever had, and 10 means this is the most enjoyable food experience I've ever had. And with each number, we'll ask ourselves, why this number? Why not something bigger or something smaller? So, in our first step, we begin by simply looking at a piece of this snack. We notice the color, the shape, the surface texture, smooth parts, rough edges, imperfections. And we can pick up this piece of this snack to look all around it. And as we do, we'll stay present with what's happening in our awareness, noticing our thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, and any urges that arise. And when we're ready, we'll rate our enjoyment of the food during this step. Step two, now let's close our eyes and bring the snack near our nose. Take a deep breath in. What do we notice? Is it sweet, salty, spicy, something more subtle? And again, let's pay attention to how our body responds. Maybe we notice our mouth watering or our stomach tightening. And when we're ready, we'll rate our enjoyment of the food during this step. For the third step, we're going to feel the snack with our lips. So we'll take this piece and put it against our lips, and we'll feel the texture, the weight, the temperature. And when we're ready, we'll rate our enjoyment of the food during this step. So for step four, we're going to hold the piece of this snack in our mouth without chewing. So let's put it in our mouth and we'll just let it rest on our tongue. And we'll move it around gently and we'll notice what we feel, if there's flavor, and if that flavor is what we expected. We'll resist the urge to chew, and even this urge we'll just notice curiously and without judgment, just being with the experience. And then we'll rate the enjoyment of the food. And again, we'll ask ourselves, why this number and not a number that's higher or lower? So, step five, this is where we start chewing. We'll start chewing slowly, intentionally, and we'll notice the flavor and how our enjoyment of this food changes while we chew. And we'll keep chewing until we feel the urge to swallow, and we'll hold off on that urge and pause for a moment. And we'll rate our enjoyment of the food at this step. Resisting the urge to swallow can be unpleasant, so we'll remember to be curious and kind, even to that urge. Step six is where we continue chewing and we continue holding off swallowing. We're being very attentive to how the taste is changing. and whether it's getting stronger or weaker. And we're also noticing the texture. We'll keep chewing until we feel the enjoyment from this food has settled or maybe even faded. And then we'll rate our experience of the enjoyment during this step. And then there's step 7. This is where we swallow the food. So we'll go ahead and swallow, and we'll notice what that feels like, the movement of the food down the throat, and how it disappears. We'll stop here and we'll rate our enjoyment of the food during this step. And now that we've completed the full cycle, let's repeat the same process with our second, third, and fourth pieces of our snack. And as we continue with each step, we return to the same attitude of mindfulness with curiosity, kindness, and acceptance. And as we take in the third and fourth pieces, we're especially attentive to the enjoyment that we're getting from the food. Is it the same as when we first started? Has the food been pleasurable through all the stages of eating? Are there any variations in what I did that changed the way I enjoyed the food? Was there anything unexpected as we in this mindful fashion? And we bring this practice to a close. And we walk away with a greater awareness of eating this very common food, and also with a deeper awareness of eating in general and what it means to enjoy our food. Thanks for joining me for this session of mindfulness training. And check out the other sessions as well, and also the companion resources that I've put together to help you explore and enjoy the benefits of mindfulness.